Movie Cat, and you are watching fantastic crap. So, it's time to continue our epic journey throughout the seas to encounter yet another sea creature feature. This time, we'll be diving deep into Deep Rising, a very underrated 1998 action-adventure horror comedy starring Treat Williams. Like the last film we did, Underwater, this one too underperformed at the box office and was released at a date they generally release movies that they have very little faith in. What really torpedoed this one, however, is that it came out just months after Titanic was still rocking the box office. Deep Rising was supposed to come out way earlier, but experienced many setbacks and delays. In the beginning, it was supposed to be a much bigger, more mainstream movie, starring Harrison Ford and even Jim Carrey, but Ford backed out, and then Carrey followed suit after that. The movie then lessened its budget and embraced its more B-movie roots. If the film had come out on its original release date, it would have been the first big major monster movie released in theaters for a long time. But during the delay, there was a string of them, such as Anaconda and Relic. The film is directed by Stephen Sommers, who also directed The Mummy and Van Helsing, so you know you're in good hands when it comes to big budget, dumb B-movie fun fests. So, let's get this action-packed sea voyage started and see what exactly is rising from the deep. Now, we start with a brief bit of text explaining about the mysterious and unexplained ship disappearances in certain areas of the ocean, and then we get a point-of-view shot from the monster itself cruising through the sea. A bigger opening scene for this was planned, but it had to be scrapped due to time and special effects issues. Then, after the opening title drop, we meet Captain Finnegan and his ragtag crew of misfits. Treat Williams plays Finnegan, who is pretty much your lovable rogue Han Solo type of character. Who is very well armed. Let's just say that he's probably always going to shoot first.
How we doing out there, Layla?
Fuck you! How you doing, my I'm totally soaked out here!
Oh, come on now. I pay you $2 a day, don't I?
Get off your lazy ass and come and help me!
And as you can see, his crew loves him.
Cut me some slack, will you? I'm working hard too, you know.
And in a matter of seconds, we understand the dynamic and relationship between Finnegan and his crew. Oh, and this is where we first hear Finnegan's running catchphrase.
Now what?
During the movie, you'll be hearing that a lot because this is also one of those movies where if anytime something go horribly wrong for the heroes, it's going to go wrong. We then meet Finnegan's right-hand man and best friend, Joey. Joey is the engineer and pretty much the tech and brains of the operation.
I'm flying blind up here, Brainiac. I thought you fixed the radar.
It's a little temperamental. You have to be gentle.
Get on my ass.
Joey is played by Kevin J. O'Connor, who most will recognize as the guy who played Benny in the Mummy film.
The whole system just crapped out on me.
Killed off by your negative vibes, no doubt.
No doubt. Are you hitting that thing again? No.
Yes, this is one of those films where mere seconds after meeting the main cast, you know very well that you're in for a very fun time. Finnegan and his crew has been hired by a shady group of people for a mission that they know nothing about, and they have very little trust in their new employers. But, as their business slogan says,
You're not the least bit curious as to where we're going.
Like the sign says, if the cash is there, we do not care.
Very good.
a company slogan, which I am very sure has gotten Finnegan and his crew into loads of trouble in the past already. Yes, his new boss there is played by Wes Studi, who built a very solid and celebrated career for himself with powerful performances in movies such as Dances with Wolves and The Last of the Mohicans. But I most remember him for his role as Sagat in the 90s Street Fighter movie. I just wanted to take a moment to showcase how good and fun even the musical score for this movie is. Ow. We are then shown a huge pleasure cruise ship for the super wealthy in its maiden voyage. Here we are introduced to Trillian, played by Famke Janssen. Trillian is a thief and a con artist, and she is there to secretly rob the place blind, and has already stolen the captain's wallet. Oh, don't worry about that mysterious sound. That is just the main plot coming to eat you. That's all. Back with Finnegan and his crew, Joey goes snooping around in the cargo hold to see what their mysterious employers are planning and find a crapload of very big, very dangerous torpedoes. Joey gets caught and his captors start beating the crap out of him until Finnegan intervenes.
Okay, I'll say it one more time for the hearing impaired. This could be messy.
You know, you shouldn't screw with close friends of a character like this. They tend to get very protective and vengeful. Things are no less calm back at the cruise ship because Trillian has used the captain's card that she stole earlier to get into the ship's safe and gets caught by the captain and the man who designed the ship.
Good evening, mademoiselle.
Hello.
Red-handed, my God, what a cheeky little trollop you are.
Good evening, gentlemen. I was just on my way out. Or maybe not.
A good decision. There's really no place to run.
Jillian is caught and seems to be in a bad spot, but maybe everyone should be more concerned about the mysterious cameraman in the room filming them. Back with Finnegan and crew once again, they try to figure out what their sinister employers plan to do with those torpedoes, but I'm more interested in the super fancy machine guns that they have that couldn't possibly exist in real life.
Yes! Gentlemen, say hello to the Chinese M1L1 triple pulse assault rifle. Rotating barrel, 1,000 round capacity, auto cooling watertight.
Meanwhile, a saboteur disables the cruise ship and leaves it stranded without power, and then, when things seem to be really bad, an unknown nasty from the bottom of the ocean attacks, and everyone panics and loses their minds. And then, an Asian woman gets sucked down through a toilet. Insert your hentai tentacle porn jokes here, because I'm not touching this one. Anyway, Finnegan's boat hits a smaller boat dropped from the ship and gets critically damaged. They then spot the cruise ship off in the distance, and that is when their employers become their captors and holds them at gunpoint. It turns out that they were there to hit the cruise ship with the torpedoes and hijack it. But then, when they all enter the ship, they find out that it seems to be mysteriously empty. They split up in two groups, one to find the ship's shop area so that they can get materials to fix the boat, and the other to go to the vault. While at the shop, everyone partakes in a little bit of bonding time.
Who votes we leave?
Shut up. Mate, that's it. They thought they were sinking, so they abandoned ship. Stupid bastards.
That is Trevor Goddard there, who played Kano in the first Mortal Kombat movie. So, we have Sagat and Kano in the same movie. All we need now is for John Leguizamo, who played Luigi in the live-action Mario movie, to have a role in this movie as well. And then we would have a 90s movie video game convention going on here.
Oh my God, he's right. You're right. Yeah, they all jumped overboard. You know, I can just see the last asshole in saying, "Shit, Gus, we forgot the lifeboats. Guess we're just gonna have to swim for it."
Yeah, if you are thinking that Kevin O'Connell here steals the movie with his performance as Joey, you are absolutely right. Also, it's a shame that these two didn't have more screen time together, because they had pretty good chemistry.
Come on, hurry it up.
Whoa, man, what stinks? Did I say it was you?
So, sadly, right after this, Trevor Goddard's character makes one of the fatal horror movie character mistakes and goes off investigating a strange sound by himself and gets himself eaten.
Hey, stay close.
I didn't know you cared.
I care about your gun.
Sorry, Finnegan. I doubt you will ever see him or his gun ever again. And I stand corrected. Seems that the monsters was listening in as well. If you're wondering how that happened, the monsters are traveling using the bigger pipes throughout the ship, and that fell through one of the holes, and it was as it was moving through. The monsters take another victim, and everyone goes on the run. Oh no! Aquatic graboids! They make it to the elevator and meet up with Jillian, and they don't exactly get off on the right foot. Get it? Get off on the right foot? She hit him with her shoe? Get it? Ah, screw you. Just show the next clip.
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you?
I think she broke my nose.
Yeah, give me a chance to break the rest of your face. Not that anyone would notice.
What is this about?
I'm an old school slapstick kind of guy, and comedic banter like this between characters always makes me happy. Meow. They meet up with the rest of the cast, who also get on the elevator, but then the monster sabotages the elevator, and they get stuck for a while. And then Joey takes this opportunity to continue being the best character in the movie.
What the hell is that?
Girl from Ipanema.
The elevator crashes, and they end up arriving at a hallway that have the rest of the passengers in it, or at least what's left of the rest of the passengers. It seems that they have fallen into the monster's personal bathroom. Though half-digested bodies is the least of their problem, as something starts bending through an iron door, trying to get in.
Shit, look at that. Now what?
He said the thing! He said the thing! They all run and hide in a room, and this is when Finnegan figures out that the hijackers had an inside man helping them sabotage the boat, and that is the very same man who created and owns the boat. The man, who is named Simon, was going to torpedo the boat and have the hijackers steal everything for the insurance. It seems the boat cost was more than it was ever going to make, so this was his answer for saving his financial crisis. At this point, we get the first look at the monsters when a giant tentacle-like slug comes into the room and they start shooting, but then something falls out of it.
Jesus Christ!
It seems that when these things get you, you are slowly digested inside of them while you are still alive. So if these things get you, you are guaranteed a very slow and very painful, horrible death. Yeah, they better run like hell.
Why do you turn this damn thing on?
And yes, Joey is still the best character of the movie. How? Finnegan and Jillian meet up again and have a bit of banter and start to bond a little bit. But then they are attacked by one of the monsters. And then we get our first real good look at one. It seems that these are all sentient tentacles that may be attached to something very big and more than likely very nasty. Finnegan promises Jillian he will get her back to his boat so they can escape, and then takes charge of the group, much to the disdain of the head hijacker. They then head down yet another dark, scary tunnel.
I asked him, man. Could it get any worse? Thanks, Joey.
Oh, Joey, Joey. You never ask a question like that in a movie like this. Come on, man. But it's okay, Joey, because I love you. Because of stuff like this.
I can't get that song out of my head.
I called back to the elevator gag. Never expected that one to have a payoff. This is when we get one of those moments that's in almost every movie like this, where there's a hallway that is submerged in the water, and the survivors have to swim through it to get to the other side.
Can you just get asthma? Or do you have to be born with it?
The actor ad-libbed this asthma line, proving that he knows how to create a memorable character. And quite frankly, these type of character actors are valuable treasures that should be protected at all costs. The tentacle monsters attack, and the rest of the survivors who hadn't already started swimming yet jump into the flooded hallway to escape. One of the hijackers gets dragged away by a tentacle, but not before pulling a grenade which blows them both up. The rest of the living cast lock themselves in one of the ship's kitchens, and one of the hijackers demand that they stay there and make a last stand. Nobody likes this idea, which causes tension, so Finnegan tells a story about how he once saw an octopus manage to get the lid off of a bottle in order to get to the fish on the inside, and that basically, in that room, they are the fish. The monsters do manage to get inside and eat another one of the hijackers, while the rest of the survivors escape down deeper into the ship.
They're hurting us! They're forcing us to go where they want us to go.
Wait, now you're telling me these things can think?
They're pushing us toward the bow of the ship.
What the hell's at the bow of the ship?
Oh, nothing much. Probably just a giant terror of the deep that all the tentacles are connected to. That's all. Simon directs them all to the top of the ship, but not surprisingly betrays them and sends them the wrong way and slips off into another direction by himself. They end up finding another one of the monsters' restrooms, but a much bigger one, and this is when the monsters break through the floor, causing the characters to have to outrun water as well as monsters. Joey ends up running with the head hijacker, who says the only way to slow the monsters down is to feed them. Yeah, we know where this is going.
Okay, all right. What do we feed them? What are we gonna feed them?
Oh, surprise, surprise. The villain is a huge douchebag. Didn't see that one coming. Though, don't worry about Joey. He manages to get away. Let's be honest here. The best monster movies are the ones that know how to have fun with themselves. Now, Joey meets up with the head hijacker that shot him and finds out that he is slowly being eaten by a monster. So he gives him a gun so that he can kill himself before he is slowly digested alive. But, as we have already stated, this guy is a douchebag.
Don't say I never gave you nothing.
You asshole!
But this is when karma comes in and does its thing. Yeah, that is what you get for trying to kill off the best character of the movie twice. Finnegan and Jillian get back to Finnegan's boat, but he lost the boat parts, but has a plan. They saw an island not far from them, and Finnegan rigs up his boat so that it will use the last of its power to drive out, turn around, and drive right into the ship. And with all the torpedoes on board, it will make a very big boom. Jillian goes into the ship to get some keys that they need for their plan, but gets attacked by Simon, who also wants the keys. But we get the cool shot that was in all of the trailers for the film.
Give me that key, you bitch! God damn it!
Honestly, if you cannot have fun with this movie, then you have no pulse. How? Finnegan and Joey manage to get their boat started, and Finnegan goes back on the ship to find Jillian. He saves Jillian from Simon at the big ballroom of the ship, and Simon runs off, but then they are attacked by the big bad monster that all the tentacles are attached to, who bursts into the room and grabs Finnegan. But then Finnegan gets to have his badass action hero one-liner of the movie.
What are you looking at?
And he finally gets to use that awesome-looking shotgun that he has had attached to his back for the entire movie. They escape and Finnegan makes it back to his boat to make a terrible discovery. Not Joey! Damn it, movie! Why do they always kill off the ones I love? This is the one thing about heroic action hero characters like this. You never kill their best friend without suffering their hell-fueled wrath. That sea monster is in deep shit. Finnegan puts his plan into action and the boat takes off. Simon sees the boat moving and thinks they are leaving him, so he jumps onto the boat from the ship and breaks his leg in the process. Finnegan and Trillian use the keys to the jet ski to make a quick escape before the boat explodes. But on their way out, they have a bit of company.
Oh, shit!
Need a fun and thrilling climax for your movie? Well, you cannot go wrong with speeding down a flooded hallway on a jet ski while being chased by sea monsters. You know, when an action film monster movie is done right, it can be just downright magical. Film critic Roger Ebert hated this movie. Did he not have a sense of fun? Anyway, it's time to reach the climax's, climax. So let's blow up the villain with his own ship. You know, this isn't fun enough. Let's crank it up a notch. Hey look, it's our DVD cover. Ow. They escape and make it to the island where they have a romantic kiss. But you know, I'm kind of sad and depressed about... Hey! Wait a minute!
Finnegan!
Hey, guys! Joey!
Joey is alive! Yay! So, our three heroes are reunited and stuck on this mysterious island. But I'm sure it's not all that bad.
This looks like a nice enough place.
Incoming catchphrase to help end the movie off with. movie is all kinds of fun. I was going to use less film clips here, like I did with Underwater, but there are so many fun and memorable moments that I just couldn't help myself. I literally said out loud while watching this movie that it's just too much fun. And you know about this ending? The director was going to film the American King Kong and Godzilla films, and this movie was going to lead into that with this island being Monster Island, the Monster Island. This, of course, was years before we got the actual films that we got, and obviously it didn't work out the way they wanted. And yes, this is before we got the Peter Jackson Kong remake instead. It's a shame. I would love to see what those films would have been like if this had been a hit and they were able to transition them into the Godzilla and Kong movies. Seeing Joey and Killigan back dealing with the famous kaijus would have been all kinds of fun. Anyway, this is a very entertaining movie with memorable main characters and side characters played by fantastic actors, really cool action scenes, and a fun sea monsters. I've always viewed this as a very underrated B-movie, and it deserves so much more praise than it gets. I give Deep Rising 9 hairballs out of 10. Ow. Yeah, Underwater may be a better technical movie, a better made movie with better effects and a better written script, but this movie excels in being a top-notch B movie. Back in the day when you rented or went to the theaters to see the latest B movie, this is the kind of B movie you hoped for. So, that is our second sea creature feature, and the next time we will finish off our trio of deep sea terrors. For this last one, we will be traveling back to the 80s, an era that knew how to make a damn good sea monster movie. Until then, watch the seas. Watch the seas. That's a stupid way to end this. Or it's like watch the skies. How about for people who don't live near the sea? Should I say, watch your bathtub? We need to hire someone who's not an idiot to write these scripts. Why are you looking at me? It's besides the point that I wrote them. Finnegan and his crew has just been hired by a shady group of people for a mission that they know nothing about, but they have a Volvo. They have a Volvo? Wait, why do they need a Volvo? They got a boat. I just wanted to take a moment to showcase just how good and fun that I don't know why I'm singing. Trillian is a thief and a con artist, and there is a secret. The secret is I messed up on a word. Rewind. Back with Finnegan and crew once again, they try to figure out that their sissies, their sususus, sasasas, Back with Finnegan and crew once again, they try to figure out what their sinister employees, they're the employees, not the employers. Redo. and everyone panics and loses their minds. And then an Asian woman gets sucks. What sucks? She sus? It's all her fault. She must be an imposter. In short, in sheet. Anyway, Finnegan's boat hits a lifeboat dropped from the ship and gets critically damaged. They then spot the cruise ship off in the disease. What? Finnegan promises Jesus. Why are they worried if Jesus is on the boat? Finnegan and Gillian get back to Finnegan's. Gilligan's? Did he get mixed up with Gilligan? What's happening to my brain? So, our three heroes are reunited and stuck on this mysterious island. The ocean isn't mysterious, but the island is. I'm pretty sure the movie told us what the ocean was, but I can't remember. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, this is still a very entertaining movie with memorable main characters and side characters played by fantastic actors, really cool action scenes, and a fun sea monster. I've always failed. I didn't feel this movie of anything. It was already too full of awesomeness to begin with.